Let's take a look at the various combination of star and ampersand with respect to pointers again. Just this is a kind of attempt to demystify how stars and ampersand work in relation to pointers. Now, again, I have some code here already that I've populated, the main function. Everything else remains the same as in the prior videos. All right, so let's go and see what's happening in the code here. So what we have here again is an int which has an int I which is 10. So int I, and these are like 4 bytes, 4 bytes, right? And so byte 1, byte 2, byte 3, byte 4, and we have the number 10 stored here, right? And then there is an address to this integer. And what we are doing here in this line is printing various combinations of star around the address of I. So this and this should be familiar. This is I itself, this is address of I. But if you see here, the star followed by an ampersand, the point that I wanted to convey in this video is this exact thing, which is a star when used before an address cancels the address or ampersand, right? So this is same as I. So again, this, so a star cancels an ampersand, and so we have I, right? So you can read it as, okay, dereference from the address of I, the contents, and the contents are nothing but I, right? The value of I. So if we were to do, you know, asterisk and ampersand, asterisk, ampersand, asterisk, ampersand, well, all of these get cancelled out. Right? So that's what's happening here. And then in order to demonstrate that it is I, or it is, we are talking about I itself, what this conveys is that we are going to modify I equals to 20, and then I go ahead and print the same thing again. So let's take a quick look at this. Let's go ahead and compile our code, gcc main.c, then /a.out, and here we go. So I value is 10 here, address is something, okay, address is something like so. And if you see star ampersand I is 10, star ampersand I is 10, star ampersand I is also 10. So hopefully, I've managed to convince you that a star before an ampersand with respect to a variable kind of cancels, and we are then only talking about the variable. And here, so this I equals to, okay, let me just clear this. So here I equals to, or I is 20 as a result of this, right? Because the print is here. Now, the thing is, what happens if we use too many stars, too many ands, and these are kind of, invalid. Let's just try that out. So let's go ahead and let me just do this. Let me copy line 8 and 9, and then let's go ahead and just attempt what, star, 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 I would mean. And let's change this value to 30, right? 30, and the code should not compile at all. Yeah. So it says invalid arguments. So it, or invalid, arguments of the type this star. So the idea is, if this is not allowed clearly. So if we were to do many ampersands, even then it'll tell the same thing. So the bottom line then is we can use star and ampersand next to each other, star followed by an ampersand, and that has the same effect as both canceling each other out, right? So that is what I wanted to convey as part of this video.